Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate. It's a space in which be awesome, where not only am I feeling better, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm feeling better, but I also remembered to set the game back to high definition quality instead of leaving it at fucking 480 or whatever I left it at. That's the quality I use when I stream movies to Discord I'm a part of. But nope, that's just happens that way. So, to deal with the issue, we place the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides a hole in the floor, too. It's only a temporary fix, though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need the source of the mass increase, if amateurs like this, us, even can, that is. But the first two problems pale before the third. The last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave name subject to change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send the email to the past. Not entirely, but you know some of them. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. Oh no? We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomena. Oh yeah! Oh, I remember. They explored this in the anime. I'm not telling you shit. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we're at an impasse. We're at a impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed. Which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. One moment. Alright. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk, LMAO. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the BN5100. Pretty please, Moeka. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu, Moeka. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. To imply that teenage girls use email as opposed to some kind of instant messaging. Excuse me. Like, it's the difference between, in the past, you would have mail and you would have a phone call. One of them is instant and has natural feedback back and forth, and the other one is for larger messages that you share with purpose. Now, that hasn't changed a lot. Email is the one you share with purpose, and, things like Discord and Skype and fucking Zoom now. That shit's the instant messaging. Teenage girls are on Facebook and more Instagram than Facebook, I guess, for teenagers. But you get the idea, right? There's a large purposeful one that's slower and a more instant one. I don't know what the fuck people did in the past when they wanted instant messaging. Just fucking went to each other and talked. God, if people only did that today. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2. Yeah. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw a fast Shining Finger type that should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. Yeah, I know people like that. She's a little better about it now, but she was pretty bad for a while. It's a case of just like, cool, I understand what you're trying to say, but you fucking word vomit far too much, and then it leaves me nowhere to reply. Like, it's like hearing somebody say an entire story, and then add so much information, you're just like, okay, cool. I finish off my Dr. of Bottle P. I'm committing. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. Ooh, bad move. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. Not connected in my opinion, but there you go. Call it to dare. Actually, yeah, no, that it wouldn't be connected for me. I got there who's hammering on the keyboard. Hey, wanna go to Sanbo for some beef bowl? I ate the bowl. Nah, too much trouble. Aren't you hungry? Oh, hang on. Oh, it's Miuri. Usually sending money is getting dangerously low. You and Dara need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. Yeah, I told you it was all an act. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but... You're such a bum. What is doing on the computer anyway? Curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. Casually. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before, as well as a half-shadow person. Richly colored cords crawl through the gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture... People? I only see one. The main one to the right there. Person. I don't know. Person in the picture. The tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. I don't know. That person isn't facing the camera. It's hard to say. Hey. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him. Large Hadron Collider sure is cute. What? What did you just say? You heard him, man. Don't be like that. If you have the energy to say the entire sentence, what did you just say? Or, instead of something along the lines of what, or could you repeat that? People don't exasperatedly say the entire sentence. When you're exasperating, that means you're strapped for time or whatever, and you're just like, what the fuck? Hold on, repeat that? What? You don't even make words sometimes. Is that an incantation? No. A secret technique? Oh wait, you don't know about the Large Hadron Collider? You don't know about it? I'm with the Taru on this. I grab Dare's relaxed shoulders and wring them out. What the fuck are you doing? Are you conscious? Of course, man. No. What is this Large Hadron Collider thing? You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments. LHC for short. It's seriously Moe. Recommended. Fucking excuse me? Sorry, back that one up. The fuck? You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid? I would go with human, but there you go. Of course not. But there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? Makes me smile, you know? Do you feel that, you know? You know. Okay. You know, I don't look at a toilet paper tube and be like, I gotta stick my dick in that, right? That's not... Don't be like this. Come on, dude. Don't be like that. You weirdo. Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories in the undersides of highways irresistible or something. Yeah, same thing. It's called cargo ship. It's a trope, meaning you ship inanimate objects. Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. Laugh's too short. I don't want to limit my interests, you know? You kind of are. You kind of are limiting your options. Like, I got my own interests. I'm not going to devolve them out here, but I'm into some of my own stuff. I'm not going to be fucking open about that. That's weird. People don't need to know that. People don't need to know what I'm into, and same goes for you. And yet you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite. I know that says hypocrite, but yeah. CERN. That name. I've seen it somewhere, and recently. Where was it again? Oh, of course. John Titor.
Ah, John Titor?
Oh yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy Ant Channel's going crazy about, isn't he? That one might be imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago. He appeared 10 years ago. The same guy? I had hope that Daru would remember, but no such luck. Also, I thought, Okabe, that you would comment saying, no, it's not the same guy, it's an imposter. Anyway, John Titor mentioned CERN. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Titor made a prediction, namely that before the year 2034, CERN will develop a time machine.
Oh, time machine!
A time machine? That's a timely topic. Well, that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new Titor said the same thing. Doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of Steins Gate. Can we trust this Titor guy? It doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine. We should investigate CERN. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave, named subject to change experiment, has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this. Tell me everything you know about CERN.
Okay.
My CERN folder is smoking hot. Taylor strikes his keys with renewed passion. Imagining like anime, like fucking action movement, but for hitting keys on a keyboard. It's very cool looking in my head. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN. I don't feel like this needs to be described. CERN is the world's largest particle research. I'm looking at the CERN files, and what I know is that his folder is 8 images wide. CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's probably called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. Aight. Abbreviated as www.worldwideweb.web. Also simply called the Web, the standardized document system used on the internet. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. See, this is stuff I didn't actually know. I didn't know what HTTP meant. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The communication protocol used to transfer data like HTML between a browser and a web server. Hypertext Markup Language. A language used to design web pages documents. Allows the embedding of images, videos, sound, and hyperlinks. Excuse me. So yeah, no, I've been learning about how like the behind-the-scenes stuff of the internet recently. People think it just flows naturally, like all that stuff is just smooth and easy, but there's still shit in the background, right? Like you can go in and you can completely fuck up everything because it's still based on the same stuff from like the 80s and the 90s. Like you can't. All right, so here's an example. You can't label a file or folder as like con because original computer like coding language meant like con like was reserved as a specific type. I forget what it meant, but you literally can't label something .con, I believe, or just con or something along those lines. Like, try it yourself. It was really interesting. I think it was an Adam Scott video. I think so. But yeah, no, there's a lot of interesting crap going on in the background that we're spoiled. We don't know dick all about any of it. But that is the case. It is the way it is. I am who I am.
ウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
ワールドワイドウェブだと。
The World Wide Web.
それって
You mean the
インタ
internet?
ーネットの？
ビンゴ。
Bingo.
URL の最初につ
That
いてる
thing
や
at the
つ。
beginning of most URLs. CERN invented that? I don't think CERN invented that. All I know about CERN is that what I read John Titor's book. I never knew they were that amazing.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど。
Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too.
セルンはどんな研究を？
What sort of research does CERN do?
基本的には素粒子物理学
Particle
かな。
physics, mostly.
世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない
CERN can do
超でかい
experiments
実
no
験
one
装
else
置を持
can
ってる
because
ん
they
だ。
have the biggest
い
particle
わゆる
accelerator in
粒
the
子加速
world.
器ってや低速汎用子蓄積リング
Low energy
量子シンクロトロンブースター
anti-proton
大型電子
ring,
陽電子コライダー
protons synchrotron booster, the large electron positron collider,
でラスボスは
and the
世界
big
最大
boss
を
is the
誇る
largest accelerator in the world, the
Large
LHC
Hadron Collider
Large
TAN.
Hadron Collider TAN. TAN. Otaku possess the ability to anthropomorphize in moe form just about anything in the world simply by sticking TAN on the end of its name. Their powers encompass even particle accelerators. To represent a non-human entity as a humanoid character, animals and military hardware are among the most common subjects, but anything can be anthropomorphized, even abstract concepts, chemical elements, and countries. The military hardware one is airplanes, for the record. Airplanes. You know, and ships. All military ships and planes and fucking vehicles, and they made a whole goddamn game about ships, or about planes who go to this high school together, and it's fucking... it's weird. Like, I get it. I'm cool with it, but it's weird, man. I like the idea of, like, a cute anime version of a thing. Like, hypothetically, the Nintendo Wii, as an example. But that's as far as I go, usually. I don't make them up myself, and I don't care about them. They're just cool. They're just neat. I'm not that far gone. Now, if you were to make them yourself and then do nothing, cool, go for it. Create whatever you want. It's the people who take it too far. That's, like... It's the people who want to have sex with them. They're the weird ones. Derek doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
LHC はセルンの地下
LHC
にあ
is a
る
27
全長
kilometer long
127キロの
circular
サークル
tunnel
状
built
トンネルに
underneath
設置さ
CERN's
れた
headquarters.
粒子
That
加
is
速器
correct.
なんだよ。
Though I believe that was a 2008 project.
陽子同士を
It was
そ
definitely
の
when I
ト
was
ン
in
ネ
high
ルで加
school.
速させ
Whatever.
て衝突さ
Its
せること
purpose
で
is to smash protons
未知な
together in the
素粒子
hope of
反応を
creating
起こそうって
unknown
実
elementary
験を
particle
去年あ
reactions.
たりから始
They
めて
started
る。
experimenting last year.
まあ実験開始前はその
Before they
実験で
started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. I remember that. A friend of mine was incredibly concerned about that while I was in high school. And she, was kind of anxious about it.
そのミニブラックホールに地球
Oh
が飲み
no,
込
the
まれ
mini
る
black holes will
宇宙
swallow
が
the
やばい
Earth,
み
the
たいな
universe is in danger, etc. Okay, not that far. That's not what was going on, but mini black holes. Pretty sure Titor said that his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は
What's the possibility of that actually happening?
あるわねえ
100% that it
セルンが公
won't.
式に否定して
CERN officially denies it. That doesn't mean anything.
もし仮にミニ
Let's
ブラ
say
ッ
a
ク
mini
ホール
black
が
hole
生
was
成された
formed.
としても
The-
energy 量はすごく小さい
Dude,
から
the amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world. Well, maybe a miniature one, but like one maybe the size of like, I don't know, a basic room door. Black hole of that size would have probably the condensed mass of the entire planet Earth. And it would suck in all that shit. A mini black hole on like the fucking atom level that would disappear instantly because it wouldn't be able to hold itself up. Wouldn't gain enough mass in order to exist. But that ought to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I've been Keywii, you've been great, and you have yourself a delightful day. Goodbye!